Welcome to Home Tiny Lab. In this video I'm going to install Rocky Linux 9, a minimal installation, and the reason that I'm doing this is to test how I can upgrade from Rocky Linux 9 to Rocky Linux 10. I will be using XCP-ng as my hypervisor and Xen Orchestra to do the heavy lifting of installing Rocky Linux 9. Okay, here I am in Xen Orchestra. So let's choose the cluster where we want to install and then a template because it's Rocky. Let's go for Rocky 9. It's a upgrade test in the name. Description I leave blank. I will take 4 CPUs because it makes the installation a little bit faster. After you have done installation, you can always go down to 1 core if you want to. Then you have the selection to make a Pixie boot or ISO DVD. I'm not going for the Pixie boot because I have already downloaded the ISO and it goes a little bit faster also. Like you see, I'm using the minimal installation because I'm running all those services, most of my services headless. So I make the selection and then select the right network. I'm going to select the network that corresponds with my lab network. Local storage, leaving this the same. 15 GB is going to be enough, and then let's create. So normally this will start up the installation. And this is going to take a while. Okay, the time that he is doing the checking. Let's go to how you can import another ISO to your ISO storage. So if you have one of the more recent Xen Orchestra community editions, you can select import and disk. And then you can choose here to do it from URL and select the ISO resource. And then you have to find the URL to download the ISO that you want to have. Because I don't have the minimum install of Rocky Linux 10, I will download this one. So do here copy a link address and then you go back to import and let's paste it in the field, and then file type is ISO. The name we are going to leave it as is, and then click on import, and there will be a task starting up. So if we go to task, you will see that here the importing has started. So let's go back to the installation of Rocky Linux 9. Okay, we have the graphical user interface. I find it the best way to do the installation. It is a more easy one also. So let's select, I'm going to select English and continue. And then we have some things to correct or to choose. I am going for the keyboard that I'm using. So in Belgium, I'm going for the first in the list, and then add, and then remove the English one, and then select done. Language support, okay, that we have done time and date, we will have a look. So it's Euro Brussels, and normally my NTP servers, my local NTP servers are selected. And let's create on done. So if you see that there are NTP servers, that I'm running myself, then I've made already a video about it, how you can install your proper NTP servers in your network. Installation source local media, okay. Software selection, minimal install. Installation destination, okay, done. And it will be selected. This will leave as default network host, network and host name. Here you can select something else than localhost. Test L9 to 10, very cryptic, but okay, it will be unique for the moment. Let's click also on configure, and I'm going to disable IP6 because I'm not using it in my lab network. And here let's apply also the host name, and then click on done, and then we have to enter the passwords for root. Because it's a test virtual machine, I am not going to log root account, and I will allow SSH by root. Then give a strong password like always. And then click on done. User creation, always, I prefer always to use auto create another user. Require password to use this account, okay, and make the user also administrator. You never know that you need a second account with admin rights. In production I would not do this, but for testing it makes life sometimes easier. And then done, and then begin installation. Let's have a look on how far we are with downloading the Rocky 10 minimal installation. So it's for 3/4 already done. Let's go back to the installation. And it is continuing. Now let's make the screen a little bit bigger. If we look at the stats of the processor usage, if you would only use one core, it will always be at 100% on one core. If you have multiple cores, it makes the installation a little bit, let's say, snappier. And after you have done the installation and you only want to reserve one core for that VM, you can change it afterwards. Okay. Yes, when this screen appears, this means that the Rocky Linux that we have downloaded, the 10, is installed. Here you see also that the minimum installation for Rocky 9 is being used in my upgrade test Rocky Linux 9 to 10. And let's go to the VM. One little footnote: in the year that is following, so in 2026, probably Xen Orchestra 6 will be the default. So here you can click on try XO6, but not every utility is there already present. But it looks promising. Before rebooting the system, let's try to unmount the ISO and then reboot the system. Okay, let's log in with root to check if it is possible. Let's check if we can update or that we have something to update. Okay. We have something to update, but I want to see if I can connect with SSH to the system. Because I didn't install the Xen utilities, we don't have the network info or the IP that is showing up. So another way to know the IP is IPA, and the IP is 174. Okay. And then let's go to a terminal session. And IP was 174. I could directly log in as root, but because I am already that far, let's log in this way, and then let's do a DNF update. Yes. Like I can see in the packages, there have been some kernel updates also. There we have to check if we need to reboot the system. If you are using this system in production, it's always good also to install the security patches for the SSH server and client. We see that the installed kernel is 5.14.0-611. Let's do a DNF. Let's clear the screen. Let's do a DNF update. And there you see installed security update and the one that's currently running. So if you get this, the best thing is to reboot the system. And you will see that it will reboot. Okay, this was it for this video, and I will make a follow-up video on how you can update from Rocky Linux 9 to 10. It's something that I've never done, so I am interested in knowing how it's done so that I can do it on systems that are in production without making too much mistakes. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.